Hello and welcome to Harmony Hall, a sacred space for all. As we gather in peace, we will grow in our beliefs and let our spirits breathe. As we gently explore the many faiths and religions that shape our spiritual world, Harmony Hall is a place of respect, reflection, and spiritual curiosity. And today we journey back to ancient Mesopotamia to explore the Babylonian religion, a land where temples touched the sky and gods walked beside kings. Here, faith was woven into law and life itself, where Marduk, the great god of order, was believed to bring balance to the cosmos. Through ritual, prayer, and story, the Babylonians sought harmony between heaven and earth power, and purpose and creation, and the divine. Today, around the campfire, we step deeper into the ancient lands of Mesopotamia to rediscover a civilization where faith and law were once one in the same. Thank you for being here today, and for choosing Harmony Hall to help you on your spiritual walk to self-discovery. Babylon was a powerful city in ancient Mesopotamia, now modern-day Iraq. The land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers was fertile, allowing the Babylonians to grow abundant food and build a thriving civilization. Babylon became the heart of a vast empire, renowned for its impressive architecture and intellectual achievements. The Babylonians built massive ziggurats, step pyramids that towered over their cities, and fortified their walls for protection. The Ishtar Gate, decorated with blue tiles and animal motifs, was a symbol of their artistry. They were pioneers in astronomy, creating lunar calendars and developing cuneiform writing by pressing wedge-shaped marks into clay tablets. Religion shaped every aspect of Babylonian life. They worshipped many gods and goddesses, believing these deities controlled nature and fate. Temples and offerings were central to keeping the gods content, ensuring good harvests and safety. Their myths and rituals influenced daily life, law, and even the structure of their society. In this journey, we'll explore Babylon's religious world, its gods, ceremonies, and enduring legacy. We'll see how their beliefs shaped everything from farming to law. We'll uncover their myths and festivals, and discover how Babylonian religion influenced later cultures. Step back in time to a world ruled by gods, myths, and sacred rituals. Babylon's history spans centuries and several distinct eras. In the Old Babylonian period, starting around 1894 BCE, Hammurabi united city-states and established the First Babylonian Empire. Hammurabi's code, a set of laws, became legendary and set the foundation for justice in the region. After Hammurabi, Babylon's power waned as groups like the Kassites and Assyrians took control, but the city remained a religious and cultural center. The Neo-Babylonian period, beginning in 626 BCE, marked Babylon's golden age. King Nebuchadnezzar II transformed the city, building the Hanging Gardens and the Grand Ishtar Gate. Babylon flourished with wealth, monumental architecture, and vibrant religious life. In 539 BCE, Cyrus the Great of Persia conquered Babylon, ending its independence but not its influence. The city continued as a hub of learning and culture under Persian rule. Babylonian religion and knowledge spread far beyond its borders, shaping the ancient world. The city's rise and fall is a story of resilience, innovation, and enduring legacy. Even after conquest, Babylon's traditions lived on. Its myths, laws, and religious practices influenced neighboring empires. Babylon's story is a cornerstone of ancient history. Its legacy echoes through time. The Babylonians worshipped a pantheon of gods, each with unique powers. Anu, the sky god, was the distant father of all deities, holding ultimate authority. Enlil, god of wind and earth, was both a giver of life and a bringer of storms, feared and respected. Ea, or Enki, ruled wisdom, magic, and fresh water, often helping humanity with his cleverness. He was the patron of craftsmen and scholars, and his city, Eridu, was among the oldest. Marduk, once a minor god, rose to supremacy as Babylon's patron. The enuma elish tells how Marduk defeated the chaos monster Tiamat, earning his place as king of the gods. Marduk embodied justice, compassion, and might, and his temple in Babylon was the grandest of all. These gods shaped the destiny of kings and commoners alike. Their stories explained the forces of nature and the order of society. The Babylonians honored them with rituals, temples, and festivals. The divine hierarchy mirrored the structure of their own world. The gods' favor was essential for prosperity and peace. Goddesses held immense power in Babylonian religion. Ishtar, also known as Inanna, was the goddess of love, fertility, and war, a complex figure both nurturing and fierce. She was worshipped across Mesopotamia, invoked for romance and victory alike. Ninhursag, the Lady of the Sacred Mountain, was a mother goddess, protector of women, children, and all living things. She worked with Ea to create humanity and symbolized the earth's fertility. Ereshkigal, queen of the underworld and Ishtar's sister, ruled the realm of the dead with stern authority. Her myth with Ishtar highlighted the power of death and rebirth. Other goddesses, like Gula the healer and Nanshi the champion of justice, played vital roles in daily life. These deities showed that female power was central to the Babylonian worldview. Goddesses were creators, protectors, and rulers, essential to the balance of life and death. Their stories inspired rituals, prayers, and festivals. Women in Babylon found divine models in these powerful figures. The pantheon's goddesses shaped the spiritual and social fabric of Babylon. Religion touched every part of Babylonian life. People prayed for good harvests, safe childbirth, and success in daily tasks. They believed the gods sent signs through birds, dreams, or omens. To ward off evil, Babylonians used amulets and incantations, and called on priests to perform rituals. Magic and religion blended seamlessly. Exorcists battled demons and illness with prayers and spells. Divination was common. Priests read the livers of sacrificed animals or watched the stars to interpret the gods' will. Astrology flourished, with priests tracking celestial movements to predict events. Law and religion were intertwined. Hammurabi's code was believed to be divinely inspired by Shamash, the god of justice. Breaking the law meant angering both king and gods, making justice a sacred duty. Religion shaped not just belief, but the very structure of society. The gods' presence was felt in every home, field, and courtroom. Faith and daily life were inseparable in Babylon. The divine order governed all. Temples were the heart of every Babylonian city, seen as the earthly homes of the gods. Each city's main temple honored its patron deity, like Marduk's Esagila in Babylon. These complexes included ziggurats, towering step pyramids that reached toward the heavens. Temples were economic and cultural centers, employing priests, artisans, and farmers. The ziggurat's summit held a shrine, believed to be where the god visited Earth. Priests performed daily rituals, waking, washing, and dressing the god's statue, and offering food and drink. Only priests could enter the sanctuary, where the god's spirit was thought to dwell in the statue. Ordinary people prayed in outer courtyards, relying on priests as intermediaries. Temples stored wealth, managed land, and preserved sacred texts. The temple staff included musicians, scholars, and craftsmen. Temples symbolized the link between heaven and earth. They were the spiritual and social core of Babylonian life. Rituals and festivals were central to Babylonian religion. Each day, priests cared for the god's statue as if it were a living king, bathing, dressing, and feeding it. The spiritual essence of the offerings was believed to nourish the deity. Festivals marked the seasons and honored the god's stories. Processions brought statues out of temples, letting people glimpse their gods and feel connected to the divine. The Akitu, or New Year festival, was the most important celebration. Lasting 12 days, it reenacted Marduk's victory over chaos and renewed the world's order. The king's right to rule was reaffirmed before Marduk's statue. Statues of gods from other cities joined the festivities, highlighting Babylon's religious authority. The festival united the city in ceremony, feasting, and joy. Rituals reinforced the bond between gods, king, and people. These traditions ensured harmony and prosperity. The cycle of rituals kept the divine order alive. Babylonian myths explain the origins of the world and humanity's place in it. The Enuma Elish, their creation epic, tells how Marduk defeated the chaos goddess Tiamat and formed the world from her body. Marduk's victory established him as king of the gods and brought order to the universe. The myth explained the structure of the cosmos and the divine right of Babylon's rulers. Another legendary tale is the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the world's oldest stories. Gilgamesh, a mighty king, seeks immortality after the death of his friend Enkidu. His journey reveals the limits of human power and the inevitability of death. The story explores friendship, loss, and the search for meaning. Myths like these were more than entertainment. They were sacred texts, shaping beliefs and rituals. They were passed down through generations, first orally, then on clay tablets. The myths connected people to their gods and explained life's mysteries. They offered lessons about courage, fate, and the human condition. Babylonian stories influenced later cultures and religions. Their heroes and gods became models for generations. The myths endure as windows into the ancient soul of Babylon. Babylon's religion left a lasting mark on the world. Its myths and rituals influenced neighboring cultures like the Assyrians and Persians. Elements of Babylonian stories appear in the Hebrew Bible: creation, the flood, and the Tower of Babel. Babylonian astrology shaped Greek, Roman, and even modern traditions, including the zodiac. Their names for stars and constellations spread across continents. Babylon's religious ideas justified kingship, explained the cosmos, and guided daily life. Even after the fall of Babylon, its knowledge and beliefs endured. The echoes of Marduk, Ishtar, and their myths can still be found in later religions and cultures. Babylon's spiritual legacy is woven into the fabric of history. Its vision of the divine continues to inspire and intrigue the world. Thank you for joining me today on this sacred walk through time. Here in Harmony Hall, we gather in peace, grow in our beliefs, and let our spirits breathe, as we gently explore the many faiths and religions that shape our spiritual world. Join us next time, as we continue this journey of wonder, wisdom, and reflection, because here in Harmony Hall, all religions are welcomed and every voice is heard.